What's up, everybody out there? Welcome to the Golf T Vapes Vape Vlog. This one's for you, Gizzards too. When I'm walking stressed out, I'm so strung out. I'm high as sky, I just might stop to check you out. Let me go out like I was in the sun. Let me go out. Big hands know you the one. Having beats on stage sheets, I don't even know why. My girlfriend just had the energy, it's coming down. Let me go out like I was in the sun. Let me go out. Big hands know you the one. I'm walking and stuck, and I'm so strung out. How this kind just might stop to check you out. When I'm walking stuck, and I'm so strung out. How this kind just might stop to check you out. By beats and sting sheets, I don't even know. My girlfriend, she's Sylvia, she is starting to cry. When I'm walking stuck, and I'm so strong. Yes, God, just might stop to check you out. Let me go out. Like I was in the sun. Let me go out. Big hands know you're the one. Yeah!
Woo! Yes.
I still want that as a recording.
I'll rip the audio from the show.
Good luck with that.
Put it as make it an MP3. It'll be like live raw version.
Yeah,
Nice.
but Zoom has that auto noise cancel.
All right, tell you what, tomorrow I'll go in Audacity. I'll do one microphone take. I'm a producer, like Rob. I'll do.
I mean, that's and the Violent. I'm pretty sure that's how the Violent Femmes recorded the original. So
They were all in a room together and
Yep.
recorded it at once for sure. You can definitely hear it on the recording. It's awesome.
What's up, James?
Congrats, Gizzard Stew.
Congratulations, Gizzard Stew, the Violent Femmes.
Freaking
This
your
service-
your Bennigan song came up on the second poll.
son of a bitch.
I was so mad.
Oh, I'm Bennigan's. Oh.
Go Bennigan.
I hope.
One of these days.
Oh.
Oh, man.
That was awesome. A little live rendition there for everybody today. That's fucking sweet.
Yeah, I figured that song just, I don't know, it just deserved that rawness. And we haven't done a live one in a while. I think since like Halloween when I did Black Magic Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we have.
Oh, good choice. I like it. Fantastic. Well, on that note, welcome everybody. It's fucking Wednesday, and a lot of us have tomorrow off. Not everyone, but for those of us in the United States, tomorrow is a guaranteed holiday. And thus, the name of the show today. Let's say hello to everybody.
I'm patriotic as fuck today, by the way.
Yeah. Who's been out there so far? James Rivera's out there. GBV Jerry's in the house. Larry Slater. Who else do I see out there?
I'm participating. I'm drinking the hard stuff tonight, baby.
Woo!
Leon's out there. What else we got? My peeps. Addie Tooney's in the house.
Tune.
KBN? What up, KBN?
Great One Batsky, Raven Shadow Vapes. VSO is out there. Shane, how are you? Or is
Pippa threw her panties at Adam.
Oh shit!
I saw her do it.
Shit's getting serious when that happens. Robert Kite's in the house. Big Dockery.
Dockery. I never really took Pippa for a Violent Femmes fan.
I mean, to
She's
be fair,
Australian. I mean, I guess it's kind of in the blood. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it's natural. They got that angst built into them, I think.
Yeah.
I was thinking that music was going to need a lighter to wave back and forth, and since I cherish my lighter so much for my hot glue gun, I didn't want to do that, so I lit a candle and I was getting ready to wave it back and forth, and it was just pouring candle wax down into the palm of my hand. I was like,
You know, there's an entire group of people that would pay for you to do that on Patreon.
That's it.
Dripping hot wax down my hand.
Yes, and just onto yourself in general.
Yeah.
Joke's on you. I enjoy that.
That's the point.
So do they.
Yeah, exactly. So do they.
Maybe not as much as they do.
I thought they would get the joy out of me being in pain.
I mean, either or. I mean,
That's just
that's the whole thing about the candle wax. I mean, it's a little bit of each.
that's why there's S and M.
Yeah. You're opening your channel up to a whole new audience.
Soaking my toe in water.
There you
Apparently
go.
Meter thinks I'm a sadist over that.
Yeah, absolutely. So when there's a giant cut on your foot and you purposefully soak it in hot, salty water, that's a little bit of sadism.
Yeah.
That's how you keep it clean. You put a little Epsom salt in there, you stir it around, you put your toe in there.
Nice, James. What'd you use?
Oh, I saw that. Like,
What'd you do for Cherry?
Matt's trying to steal Doc's shit. Matt, you're gonna get yourself in trouble. I'm not gonna lie. I did not pull anything for advocacy this week to talk about. Does anybody have anything they would like to share?
Dr. Scott Gottlieb.
Oh.
Should we talk about Scotty?
I think we
Do we
should.
want to talk about this?
Again.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it.
I think it deserves it. It really is a genuinely big enough story, even though it's trying to be downplayed. In my opinion, it is a legitimate enough story. It needs to be addressed as often as it can be.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So Dr. Scott Gottlieb comes out and basically he says that vape shops deserve to survive what's coming. And basically backtracked on a lot of the things he was saying in office, which
Most
is
of the things.
most of the things he was saying in office. He proceeds to then blame the current situation, not on himself, not on his actions, but on Juul and their parent company Altria. Now, let's go ahead and rewind the tape a year before Juul took some money from Altria to buy 35% of the company, something like that. 35% of the company. They were already the biggest thing going a year ago. They were already at 70% of the market. All of this everything that's happening now was happening then. Okay, this is the whole thing that's going on with Juul right now. It's not a new thing. It's been going on over a year. Scott Gottlieb started his rhetoric. It was a little more than a year ago when he kind of started changing his tune and all. But we really started squinting at the guy. And getting pretty upset at him and the things he was doing. You can't blame Altria and you can't blame Juul on these things that you did, Scott Gottlieb. You can't blame them. You can't rewrite history. You can't rewrite the things that you said publicly, electronically, and were recorded for posterity's sake, for eternity. You can't do that, Scott Gottlieb. So yeah, you know, you can try and play the nice guy now that you're sitting on the board of directors and everybody's like, what the fuck, dude?
Now it's easier to take the money is really what it is, in my opinion, or at least a big factor of it.
And I would like to point this out. Last week on my show, I purposely called out Jacob. I invoked his name, and if you invoke his name, he will show up and he will answer your questions. I purposely did that because I wanted to know, can we sue Scott Gottlieb? He answered my question, and he actually did it quite politely in a nice. It was actually a remarkably short video for him. It was like 18 minutes.
Yeah, right.
It was well done. It was well stated. He explained the fact that no, we cannot do this. Now, one thing he mentioned is the collusion thing. If anything ever gets out from Scott Gottlieb, if someone happened to hack somebody's emails, that's all I'm saying. If someone happened to hack somebody's emails and we got into this guy's thing and he was feeding all this stuff that's coming out now for Pfizer and other pharmaceutical companies, if he happened to be feeding that while he was the head of the FDA, there's certainly a case. Now, morally, what he's doing is completely fucked up. Completely fucked up at this point. Taking a job with Pfizer. We all know, the FDA is a revolving door for the big pharmaceutical companies, so we all know that. But just the fact this dude has the nerve to come out on Twitter and try and act like everything that's happening right now, like he had nothing to fucking do with it. Like you keep saying that nobody showed up at the table. Jules showed up at the table every time you opened the door and said, "Hey, we need to figure some shit out." Jules showed up.
And was willing to work with it, was willing to be negotiable and flexible on it as well.
Exactly. So you can't rewrite history, Scott Gottlieb. You can't. You cannot rewrite history. And believe me, you'll probably hear much more of my anger Friday when I'm discussing this very same topic again on my channel, just in case there's anybody that didn't catch it earlier. That Scott Gottlieb is a fucking hypocrite. He's full of shit. And like I said, if someone happens to be hacking emails and happens to get into his FDA account or his personal account, just saying, and you happen to find something where the guy happened to fed anything to one of the pharmaceutical companies, and that happened to leak out, I don't endorse that sort of thing. But if that happened, I mean, couldn't happen to a nicer fucking guy. I think that's where I'll end. I'm gonna pass that around the room. I'm gonna pass this nice warm steaming bowl of Gottlieb around the room to everybody.
Oh, I don't even know where to begin with that. Just the ridiculous amount of horse shit. I don't think I have waiters that'll go up over my neck to get through the bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like at the end of the day, Juul is a business. Like they just want to stay in business, And like there's
they will be. They'll be in business.
And that's the thing.
The rest of the vaping industry might be a smoking ruin, but they'll still be in business.
Yep.
Juul found a way to make it so Juul pods wouldn't work on campuses or school grounds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that's
All right, we should be back. We should be back, everybody, live on TJ's channel.
There we go. We're back. Fucking piece of shit.
I see us.
There we go.
Wow!
It defaulted to 144, but I see us. It's available in 1080 though.
Something fucked my shit up. Don't know what it was.
I was gonna say we should be 1080 and no problem.
we're back.
Crystal clear, sir.
There we go.
My apologies. Apparently, somebody on my side of the house is being a cocksucker. I don't know whether it was OBS or my internet provider or whatever, but it lost all fucking streams. So it is what it is.
They
So
said
where
we've
were
got
we?
an echo.
Echoes.
Let me check my.
I don't hear an echo.
No
Oh,
echo
no.
on the stream. Okay. So that is you, Pippa. Pup says he likes the echo. Wait a minute. Now we got two people saying echo.
I'm not catching any echo on mine. I just reloaded it.
Okay.
Anybody else? Yeah, the echo.
Blurry better than nothing. So everybody refresh.
That's what I was
your
going to say.
page.
Everyone who's got blurry and or echo issues, refresh your feed real quick, and you should be good to go.
Should be back
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, because it just relooped on my TV where it clicked over to 1080.
And we're gone again, it says.
Oh. Yeah, no, it was probably the reload where it kicked over to 1080 because I'm still showing us going smooth, but it's clear now.
Yeah, I just heard Meter say what he just said.
No echoes, clear, sound good. All right, we're back. So yes, everybody refresh.
Refresh if you're having issues, folks. We're back up and good.
Okay. I have no idea what the fuck all that was, so my apologies to everyone. But fuck it, it happens. I'm over all that now.
Pippa liked us so much she had us open in 2 tabs.
Oh snap!
Snap, son.
Well, that would explain that. No, I think I'm gonna have to get another fucking drink. This spiked seltzer is not doing the trick.
I can't.
I'll be sipping on. I'll be sipping on this hard grapefruit flavored seltzer water.
This is grapefruit too.
Is that the White Claw?
This?
No,
this is Signature Select.
I swear I had a reserve nasty whiskey nearby me, but it's not nearby apparently.
To be honest, I like the White Claw better than I do this one.
That's what I was wondering how they compared, because the White Claw for a fucking spiked seltzer is actually really fucking good. It's surprising.
That's little Eddie's new drink. He's been drinking the shit out of those at every bar we've been playing at.
Yeah,
Dude,
man.
Those White Claws are dangerous when it's hot outside. Let me tell you what.
And people don't realize some of those White Claw flavors are 8%.
And dude, that black cherry that they got is fucking. That's the hot ticket.
Yeah, man. For an afternoon out, dude, you can do a lot worse.
I watched my sister get all shitty on those. She fucking pounded 6 of them, didn't realize how much was in it, and next thing you know, she was stumbling all over, and I'm just a fucking laughing.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy. Oh, I'm sure if I was still drinking, I'd be all over those.
They really do taste like the sparkling seltzer waters. They really
do. What's funny is, I could probably stiff this in your fucking drink there, you wouldn't even notice because you can't taste any.
Yeah, there's no bite to them at all, man. They're dangerous.
Yeah. They're super fucking dangerous.
I remember another certain drink that hit the market that was similar to that. The freaking twisted tea when that came out.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Me and like 20 of those.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, me and my buddy Rob, we got a case. A case of those, and we had like a case of beer, and we were going out camping for like 2 days. We go out there, we start setting up camp, and we start hitting the twisted teas. We turn around, and the entire fucking case is gone in like an hour. And both of us are like, dude, what was the alcohol percentage in those? Like, I'm not feeling a whole lot right now, but we just drank a case in less than an hour.
Yeah.
You know, it's really
things are not going to go well here in a little bit.
We had a family picnic, and my grandmother got into the cooler where my uncle had a bunch of Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
And my grandma starts acting extra funny, and everybody's like, "Grandma, how many of those lemonades have you had?" She says, "Really good. It's really, really good." No, Grandma.
Grandma,
like,
no.
Fun.
Grandma's on one, and she's being extra for the fun.
Exactly. Grandma's tying one on. She's gonna be puking in the corner here in a little bit. It's gonna be awesome.
Right? Grandma's about to be dancing. Look out, motherfuckers.
Yeah, the little fucking guy in the fucking video just throws the walker and then just.
Yep.
These things are fucking dangerous. There's quite a few of those that are out there. When I took my son to the Milwaukee Zoo over, what was it, middle of May. They had those spiked Arnold Palmers there. Oof. Those are fucking dangerous. Like you get the 99-cent Arnold Palmers that's made by Arizona Iced Tea. Yep. Tastes exactly like that, except for that motherfucker spiked.
Oh, that's trouble as well.
And there's no like fucking hint of alcohol to it at all. I'm going, how do they get away with shit like this? Because some little kid picks that up off of a table.
Mm-hmm.
That kid's night is ended. I'm sure the parents will appreciate it, but they're not going to appreciate it once they figure out what caused that kid's night to end.
Right.
Going, I would feel bad because my dumb ass, I'd probably set it down on the kitchen table or something, and my son knows what the Arnold Palmer cans look like. They look the exact fucking same, except for it says in big yellow letters, Spike. My son won't notice that shit. He's fucking 4. Take a fucking couple pulls off it. Next thing you know, he's falling on his ass.
On the bright side, for the most part, as long as you put a vape up to your lips, you know what you're about to be getting.
I fucking feel bad.
You get child appealing alcohol. It's labeled like real tea.
Somehow that's cool though.
All right. You guys are in charge for a moment. I need to get another drink. And I'm gonna go get that coffee stove that's in there.
Ooh,
You get me
now
one
you're
too. I don't want to drink this.
What is that?
My emergency stash of shit.
Is it Jim Beam?
Yep.
Like regular ass Jim Beam?
Vanilla.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
It's shit.
Really?
I've been seeing so many vanilla flavored whiskeys pop up. I was like, I just want to try one.
Vanilla is the new honey.
Yeah,
basically.
I guess.
Because remember, like, was it last year? A couple years ago, they had the
Last year, yeah.
Jack Daniels
Every
one, and then somebody else had one. They were all like,
Yep.
Tennessee honey bourbon.
Yep.
No.
All like 60 proof shit. Like,
Ironically, the Jim Beam honey is actually a little better than the Jack Daniels honey, in my opinion.
yeah, I tried both of them, and I have to agree. Yeah, the Jim Beam one was good. They came, the Jim Beam girls came to the karaoke bar when those were like a new thing. They were
Nice.
passing out freebies,
Ooh.
swag and stuff, free shots, and like free like wristbands and stickers.
Free
and shit.
titties?
I mean, they were scantily clad, so
Well, I mean, technically Jim Beam paid for them, so they're not really free, but
Yeah.
you know,
I didn't pay to get in there.
Googling is
Fine.
always free.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember the bar. I remember being in the bar in Texas, and we were getting hit. We were getting hit by the cigarette reps.
Oh yeah.
They're coming around handing out like free half cartons, like friends that don't smoke. Like, dude, grab some.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I used
Grab
to clean it up because downtown Chicago, you know, those people are like crazy, just
Yeah.
throwing. Oh, you smoke Camels? I'd be like, yeah, you know, I'm a Camel smoker. Oh, we'll give you more. Well, here's a lighter. Here's some coupons to use later, and like they would give me everything because I was already a Camel smoker. They were just like, stay with us.
Right.
Stay with us. You better believe that. Vape Bros, vape. Vape Bros, vape. Vape Bros, vape. And paddle. Nice.
To kill you.
So I stayed up extra late last night. I went and saw Spider-Man
wow.
Far From Home.
How was it?
Massive
Of
thumbs
course
up.
it was.
Massive thumbs up. It was way better than the first one. Like they
Really?
like I thought they had Spider-Man figured out before. They got Spider-Man figured out.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. It's I'd say it's a top 3 Marvel movie.
Nice.
It was
Wow.
it was that good.
That's big praise.
Yeah, it's up there with Winter Soldier and the first Guardians of the Galaxy.
Nice.
Oh wow.
What? Thor
Yeah.
Ragnarok is in there.
Thor Ragnarok is now number 4.
I'm gonna say that's like top 10.
Bullshit.
Yeah, Thor Ragnarok is now number 4. That was number 3. Spider-Man Far From Home is now number 3.
No.
Oh.
Yes.
No.
I thought it was better. I thought it was better than Thor Ragnarok.
I will come to your house.
It was so fucking funny.
Will come to your house and I will find you.
Give some very
Oh,
specific
see,
details.
listen, Lumi. Just because you want to run around with Chris Hemsworth's mantis wrapped around your face all the
Are
time.
you kidding me? You think I'm after that?
Are you after Valkyrie then?
No.
Oh.
Do you even know me?
Do you know me, bro?
I'll give you one hint. The actor is from New Zealand.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a clue who you're talking about.
She
I was
just
waiting with-
she just likes rocks, bra.
Right.
Rocks, bro, rocks.
That's right, rocks, bro, rocks.
Give me all your rocks.
You know that's the you know he's the director of the movie, the guy who did.
I
that,
know.
right? Did you see What We Do in the Shadows?
Yep, I watched the whole thing with the. If there's an opportunity to watch any behind the scenes of watching anybody in a green suit with the little polka dots all over them, I'm all over that. I've already thoroughly stalked.
Mocap suit.
Okay. Oh,
No,
yeah.
no, the movie, his first movie, the What We Do in the Shadows movie, about the vampires in New Zealand.
I thought you were talking of. No, I haven't seen that. I thought you were talking about like the behind the scenes thing. I thought it might have been called What We Do in the Shadows.
No, the movie's called What We Do in the Shadows. There's also they also turned it into a series on FX.
You gotta realize when I get impressed by somebody, it's that movie and beyond that I know them as.
Yeah, What We Do in the Shadows is fucking hilarious. It was the dude's first movie and they made it into a series on FX, but it's fucking amazing. Adam's nodding his head. I'm assuming that you've seen it, Adam.
I've seen a couple episodes. Yeah.
No, the actual. Am I the only one who's seen the actual movie? I made my mom watch that. That's
No,
how
I've
much
never
I
seen
enjoyed
it.
that movie. We may have to have another movie night.
I literally typed into YouTube clips of Korg,
Korg? Yeah.
and I got 12 minutes of every clip that he was ever in, and I would just watch that on repeat.
Mr. Burgundy's seen it. I knew it. I knew you weren't quite as smelly tonight, Pirate Hooker.
He had a
Yarr.
vagina, a
Yar.
whale's vagina at that. When I was still pretty ripe.
Salty. Ocean.
Yeah.
Oh man. So you guys don't
Salty
you
whale.
guys don't know the terror of the beast.
I know the terror of the bean.
The beast.
The bean.
Because the vampires in New Zealand have a masquerade once a year, and they celebrate one of the other vampires, or zombies, or werewolves. No, I don't think the werewolves were invited.
Team Edward.
Why would they not be?
The werewolves are, quite frankly, might be the best part of that movie. Anyway, it's if you get a chance to watch What We Do in the Shadows, it's amazing. It's got what's the dude that's the more famous guy from Flight of the Conchords?
Oh, fucking
Jermaine.
Jermaine. Yeah, Jermaine's in it. Jermaine's one of the main characters.
The Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah.
He used to do the Outback commercials back in the day. Go to get an Outback Steakhouse. I love those guys, by the way.
Why you got a Kiwi doing it, man? Why you gotta be so racist, y'all?
Yeah, I never understood that.
Probably because they knew if they hired some other fucking voice actor, they'd probably go into debt for not paying their taxes.
They were live action, the commercials. It was like him sitting in like a booth, like just looking like Jermaine from Flight of the Conchords. Oh, you gotta come out to Outback Steakhouse. Like, wow. I think that was like even before they were like famous here.
Yeah.
Because
Those two have actually been pretty big worldwide. Flight of the Conchords for quite a while. I fucking love that show.
I was lucky
when
to
that
catch
was on
on to them
HBO.
early, before the show. Like my cousins were really into them, and they were like, "You will love this," and I was like,
Yeah.
"I do love this." And then yeah, the show is so good. The songs are fucking hilarious.
Oh man, James Rivera's right. He's like the Mick Jagger of vampires.
Mm.
But yeah, it's amazing. And then Fly the Conchords, of course, was amazing. Spider-Man: Far From Home, better than Thor: Ragnarok. And the best character in the Spider-Man universe is still MJ. That has not changed since the first movie. She was the shining star in that. She's the shining star in the new one. She's even fucking funnier.
Nice.
How am I not surprised by that?
I don't think anybody who enjoyed the first one would be surprised by that. She's the little Zendaya girl. She's hilarious. Although I say little, I think she's pretty tall at this point. She's no longer kind of an awkward teenager. She's kind of an awkward early 20-year-old. Hi, Kim Dixon.
Maybe that's what I'll do since my parentals are coming up this weekend. I'll make them watch my son while I go to that movie.
You should. It's worth seeing in the theater. The fight scenes are fucking amazing.
Well, yeah, because they went and seen it last night too. They're
Did they?
big. My parents are big Marvel heads, so
Okay.
they both go, and every time there's a new one, they go. So they went last night. I'm going, huh. Maybe I should make them watch, and then we'll watch the fights when I get home.
There you go. There you go. Go catch a matinee.
Blasphemy.
Oh, speaking of which, I have
How's
talked to you.
how's a matinee blasphemy or waiting to see the fights?
Waiting to see the fights, of course.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you go see a matinee, he doesn't have to worry about waiting to see the
Yeah,
fights.
I'm
He'll be
talking
home
about
plenty
during
of
the
time for fights.
daytime. They're gonna be up here at like 8 in the morning on fucking Saturday morning.
Oh yeah, you got plenty of time to go catch a matinee and still be home for the fights.
Yeah. Not worried about that.
That's right, Leanne. Independence.
That's right. Oh shit. I'm gonna change that while I was sitting here so fucking with this.
Independence Day, y'all.
That's what happens when you let this show get drunk. You get it independence.
I didn't even. The worst part is I didn't even start drinking until then. All right, it's updated. Refresh your fucking screens. Kiss my ass.
Oh, that's like Cecile trying to come back after Leprechaun. Like, there's no coming back from Independence.
Oh, too late for that.
Today, tomorrow might be Independence Day, but tonight.
Wait a minute, I
it's
thought there was also
Independence night.
Caveat too. Wasn't there Caveat?
Caveat was a different show.
Caveat's a totally different show. That is not this show.
I could still carry it over here.
You can,
No,
but 98% of the people won't get it.
Here. Let me put it in terms you understand. The caveat to that is it does not belong here.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
When you're without graphics, you make do.
that's right. You just kind of fucking throw whatever you got in front of the screen.
That's right. You got to flash it for the caveat. We love you, Alan. Oh, kids these days.
So, I've been toying with another idea where I completely delete all my social medias,
Go for it.
except for YouTube.
You trying to cut yourself off from that Instagram?
Oh,
Or have you
Part of
fallen
that,
into the darker circles of the Facebook?
part of the thing is I don't fucking post anything. The only time I post anything is to put notice that there's a show on Wednesday. The last time I posted something on Instagram was probably over a month ago. And all I do is I catch myself going and scroll, double tap, like, whatever, fucking moving on. I'm going, wondering how much fucking time of my day I'm wasting just doing that. If I'm not actively posting anything, why do I fucking have it?
Same
So
reason
we can
anyone
see
has
what
any
other
social
people
media.
do. Yeah.
Communications. Yeah.
Yeah, and like, I get the communication aspect of it, but most of my friends have my telephone number or other ways to get a hold of me.
Well, but on that same comparison, though, it's very much akin to still having a landline. It's 2019, and nobody really needs a landline, but most of us still have one, even if we don't use it.
Not this guy.
No, I don't have a landline.
Which
I got one.
I guess when it comes time for the nuclear apocalypse, I'm gonna be kind of fucked because I don't have one. But you know, that
You'll
point,
have a ham radio by that point. You'll be okay.
yeah. I've been toying with that idea of becoming a hand radio operator for no other reason than it seems cool.
Yeah, it's an interesting hobby. I know a couple guys that do it, and it's some interesting shit, man. And it's definitely one of the few things that when the robot apocalypse starts and Skynet takes over everything connected, you'll still be able to communicate with the world.
Yeah. So I'm laughing at all these motherfuckers that don't know what they're doing.
Right? Be the easiest way to find a Twinkie in 2073 when the robots are running the world.
Apparently Pippa says, no meter, you're just an old bastard.
Well, that too.
I've never had a Twinkie.
Jesus Christ. Oh, is it gotta be every week that
Every
we
week
learn something new that we're wondering why you're here?
it just
You
breaks
know
my
how many
heart.
little Debbie snacks I've had, but I've never had a Twinkie?
It just breaks my heart when you open your mouth, Lumi.
We're not mad at you. We're just disappointed.
Yeah.
I got the deep fried sponge cake flavor by Real Flavors.
That doesn't taste like a Twinkie.
That's not the same.
I
Yeah.
thought that's why I bought it.
Like you need to get super hyped about what you think Twinkies are going to taste like, and then have one and be sorely disappointed.
Well, you know, there is a plus side to this. I just want to push this out there to you, Lumi, okay? You've had a lot of little Debbie ones. That's perfectly fine. Twinkies made by fucking Hostess. Completely different company.
Whatever.
Switch companies. No. That's like saying a fucking orange is the same thing as an apple because they're both fruit. No, they're not.
It's very different.
Or let me rephrase that. A tomato is like an orange.
Fine. I've had plenty of Hostess. I know for a fact I've had all of those mini donuts.
Tasty cakes are still better than all of them. What?
Oh, snap, son. He's throwing the gauntlet down.
Adam comes in left field and just kicks the moderator of the conversation off his chair.
Fucking
Violent Femmes rule. Ah! That's all it was.
Bye.
Lisa wants to know, is your name really Kimmy Schmidt?
Ugh. Ugh.
Losers.
I don't even know who that is.
Was that just a timeout?
Yeah, look like it.
Yeah, that's just it. I'll add to the timeout.
That's
Okay.
adorable.
There we go. So now we're up to 600 seconds. Let's see.
Here, let's give him 900.
I'm glad I waited for you guys to time them out because I totally was going to answer the question.
Oh, you can still answer it if you want to. It's simply yes or no.
I'll let it go.
I mean, obviously,
Right?
inquiring minds want to know.
There's at least one person in the room who wants to know. But
And I
now
forgot-
now he's not going to be able to respond
There you go.
for about 15 minutes.
There you go. Who's running the VSO shop tonight? Is it Shane or is it Sean?
I got an email from Sean in the middle of the night. Sean was hitting some Ambien pretty hard. And,
Sean's a fear to the gnomes, man. He's never going to go with Travelocity, that's for sure.
I got some messages from Sean too. I really enjoyed my messages from Sean. I was arguing with him about the sale for 4th of July.
And I got a long diatribe about the butterfly effect.
Nice.
He forwarded that to me. He's like, it was actually pretty well thought out given my current
was.
state.
It was actually really well done. I just responded LMAO, and because I kind of figured what was happening, and I got a response email this morning from Shane like, oh shit, gotcha.
Yeah, LOL is generally the best response to Sean. It most of the time will cause self-awareness.
Mm-hmm.
If you get a message from Sean from the hours of midnight until 12 p.m., tell him to stop and go to sleep.
Right. Yeah. Ask him why he's not in bed.
I was already. See, that's the thing. I was already in bed when I woke up and got that. When I woke up and got that, it was far too late.
I was arguing with him about his sale. He's like, why are you trying to make me make decisions about my site right now?
Oh shit.
So you probably shouldn't squonk all over yourself.
I just squonked
Dave
myself.
Dave Monteferro. I mean, there's a time and a place for that. And you need to have a little something to wipe up, dude.
And
That's
if
all
you're
I'm saying.
doing that in the dark watching us, you got bigger issues.
He's just poor Dave's over there just like, please spotlight Lumi. Please stop talking. Please spotlight Lumi.
To be fair, though, if that is a hobby that Dave does enjoy and wishes to continue, he can take himself onto vsoflavors.com and get a towel. It'll help him clean that mess up.
Ooh. Be careful for the 1 o'clock in the morning email, though.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true. Once you join the mailing list, you are subject to 1 a.m. Ambien.
One of us.
Ambien Sean's.
One of us.
It's like Leanne was all excited about the flavors, but she didn't know what she opened herself up to.
Right.
Like,
You know what? We'll call this even. You didn't tell me about my flavors being judged until last minute. I didn't tell you about Sean.
Good luck.
good luck, Leanne.
We're even.
Like all you got to do is say something that that makes him think a little bit in the middle of the night. Next
Yeah,
thing you
just
know,
get it stirred up a little bit.
next thing you know, you're getting it. Leanne's getting emails from Sean in the middle of the night as a part of the Vaping Swag mail list.
Yeah. Like one of those old school bird that had the red liquid down in the bottom, and you tip it to take a drink, and all you got to do is just tap the back of its head one time and get that thing rocking. Next thing you know, that thing's drinking water for hours, and you can't stop it.
Being on Sean's mailing list is almost as joyful, and like you should almost feel the same pride that you would get if you had an Addy Toonie cake fund. Like it's right up there if you're getting emails from Sean.
They are kind of a joy to behold.
Yeah, it's interesting.
They are. And there's definitely a whole lot of fucking interesting that goes on there. Oh. What's everybody got going on this week? We didn't really fucking catch that question up. I mean,
my big activity for the week is done. Staying up late as shit last night to go see that. Is that an ashtray, Lummy? What is that? Oh, that's her chuck for her lathe.
Oh,
Jesus.
I was like, what?
That's like me just going. Anybody?
I mean, I'm not sure. I know exactly what that is, but like, what do we need it for, Adam?
Is it kind of like me doing like this, where you can't really tell what it is?
I'm not like Adam's got like a guitar like a guitar string clamp out, so he's getting ready to play. He's getting ready to change something about the Violent Femmes that happened earlier.
Play like a pretty ballad version of it.
Right.
Oh, I'm loving this. Everybody is just going in there and fucking.
I want to see the message. Tafuska, what did you do, Tafuska pranks? Yeah, I don't blame people for putting in time. Let's go and I'll compound that. What are we up to?
3, 6, 9, 1,200, 1,500.
1,500, not bad. You'll be out of the game for a little bit.
1,800.
Never mind. 1,800. 1900.
Well, we'll see you next show.
2,100 seconds.
Cheers. Join us again sometime.
Cheers.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Enjoy your stogie.
Also, for the record, Arnold Jewel. So, ass wrong.
La Jewel.
Yo,
it's a healthy alternative.
Right. Palm production.
He actually like a fucking champ too.
He looked like he was quite enjoying that, Jewel.
He really did seem thoroughly pleased with it.
He's kind.
Yeah, the look, the eyebrow. You're like, I see you, Arnold.
You done been caught, son.
Right? Hey, Arnie, he likes it.
Arnie likes it. Arnie doesn't like anything.
Right?
But no, I'm excited. That's one step closer towards getting Looney drip tips and polished knobs on the lathe.
Oh, everyone loves their knob polished.
I love
everybody loves a polished
so we're
knob.
set.
There's very few more American traditions than that.
With the old knob polishing? She.
Love knob polishing.
You know, that's how I know people are bored tonight, because I'm getting trolls on this channel, and that never fucking happens.
It happens more on your channel than it does on mine anymore. Like, the trolls have given up on me. Like,
This is a bar night around here. People are like out at bars.
Right? Yeah, people are out. People should be out getting shitty. I mean, most folks have to go back to a regular work Friday, so it's not like you can get too fucked up. Like you're aiming for an early afternoon barbecue so that you have time to sleep it off and go to work on Friday.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. If I didn't have a show scheduled tonight, I would be drinking heavily outside because I don't have to work for the next 4 days because I PTO'd Friday.
You know what you should do, TJ? Just go on your phone. Go outside, man. Go mobile. I got it.
I thought about it. I gotta go.
He thought about it for more than a second right there when I mentioned. He's like, that's not a bad idea. I can go out. I go out on the porch and hang out, drink my booze.
I'd go sit in the fucking gazebo, throw the bug nets up, and it'd be good. I don't want to go out there and get fucking eaten alive and carried off by mosquitoes right now.
You got the hookup over there. Gazebo with a bug net?
Yeah, I put a gazebo up at the beginning of the year.
Awesome.
Well, beginning of springtime in May.
In between snowstorms.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
It is nice though. Fucking just close all four sides off with the fucking bug nets. They fucking got little zippers on them. And sit in there and not get fucking bothered all night. Take my little mobile mechanic light, and it's all LED lit, and fucking hang it in the middle of the gazebo, and bam, you got lights. I've been thinking about buying an outdoor light fixture, like a little mini chandelier, because it's got a little hook in the top of the gazebo where I could hang something off of it.
That'd be kind of sweet.
You could get one of those little solar panels at the top of the gazebo, and
that's what I was going to say. You can get just a little solar chandelier and then run the actual charge panel up to the top.
Yeah, just
I like the idea of that, but I look at all the solar lights that I have outside my house already. Those fuckers are dead by midnight. I'm going, what if I want to party till like 3 a.m?
You would be surprised. Some of those solar lights are getting better.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've got a shit ton of them, and mine will go from literally dawn to dusk with no issue.
Yeah, maybe I should have just knocked out the cheap ones.
I was going to say, I've got some cheap ones, granted, that they turn on, and they're great for an hour and a half.
No. I figure the fucking the mechanic light I have has got a fucking hook on it.
Nice.
And it's got a big old fucking, I think it's probably 2 or 3 18-650s in it.
Nice.
It fucking lasts for hours because it's all LED lit. Ooh, Chevy, I like that idea. Go get myself a fucking those old kerosene lamps and just hang that bastard there.
Right. That actually probably help with the bugs too.
That would.
You can burn the citronella oil.
Sir.
Little kerosene fucking camp lanterns. I think when I was growing up during the winter, we would go snowmobiling from where I live now. It's about a 4-hour drive, and we stayed in what I call the shack. I can't even call it a cabin.
Yeah.
It literally had 2 rooms. One room contained the kitchen, living room, and the wood stove. The other room contained 2 bunk beds, two sets of bunk beds. So you had 4 beds in total there, plus the hide-a-bed in the living room area. Everything in there ran on fucking gas. So they had the old gas light fixtures, the gas stove, and then the only thing you had for heat was the wood stove. That place was fucking fantastic, except for when you got the wood stove way too hot and then the chimney glows red and you got to worry about burning the place down because
Jeez.
25 below zero outside. So with the poor insulation, you got to keep that son of a bitch warm somehow.
Yep. God morning to you, Advocacy. God morning.
He's here for the Independence show.
Independence. That's right. We almost forgot Independence.
You know, that just tells me it's fine. It's that kind of day.
That's right.
Fuck
That's
you
right.
all.
Everybody's doing it.
Yeah, Adam, what do you got planned for Independence Day?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Usually people just show up here and we just have a couple drinks in the garage, play some music or whatever. But I have like 0 set in stone plans for tomorrow. I mean, my neighborhood is basically like a giant fireworks display the entire night, like till 2 a.m. usually. Like huge orders, like it's nonstop. They love their fireworks in my neighborhood.
You don't got to go anywhere then.
Yeah, exactly.
You just got to be ready with the fire extinguisher in case one of those bastards lands on your fucking garage.
I've heard about 1 firework a night for about the last week, but it's been quite reasonable here.
Nice.
So.
Right now, we're actually getting a thunderstorm.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's keeping it quiet here as well, is that we've had literally like monsoon, Ollie Williams raining sideways kind of weather all day today. And even that hasn't stopped them. Like during the storms, you've actively heard what is not thunder, what is very clearly big mortars going off like within a block or two of my house. So there's rednecks that are not deterred by the rain right now.
And they're not deterred here right now, I can tell you that. They've been going off for like the last fucking 3 hours. Before it was even fucking dark.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
mine won't stop tonight.
To be fair, kids will never learn about fireworks. Like, if you use up all your fireworks before it gets dark, you used up all your fireworks, little buddy.
Right? That's why you're only supposed to play with your bottle rockets and whistlers while it's light outside. You save the good shit for dark.
That's right. You go shoot them bottle rocks at each other in the street.
No, you shoot Roman candles at each other, not the bottle rocket.
That's at night. That's at night. Roman candles are nighttime fireworks.
Unless you're having a bottle rocket war, and then it's great artillery.
When I saw a friend of mine fucking posted a little thing up that said, "Don't let kids under the age of 18 play with fireworks. Only let the drunk adults do it."
That's right.
America.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Better believe it, everybody.
America.
America, fuck yeah.
Here in America, we celebrate Independence Day.
All about my independence.
Right.
Lumi, what are you doing on the 4th?
I
Playing
might.
some Hearthstone, owning noobs. What's up, bitches?
I'm thinking about trying to do maybe a braid sale to keep on with my little cruise that I'm going on.
We're going on
See
a
if I
cruise?
can't keep working on chipping away at the next part of this project.
Where are you going on a cruise to?
To the lathe.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something cool like I'm going to fucking Cabo or some shit.
Getting the chocks and the tailstock is the same price as the lathe, so I chipped away half of it. I'm almost there. Just got one more half to go.
Buy Lumi braids, y'all.
That's right. Keep buying Lumi braids and Lumi stands.
Green Skullman says so. Buy my brothers.
You know what's kind of funny about those? When you did that one that you stuffed with like aluminum foil and shit, I was just scrolling through Instagram the other day and I ran across what's his name, Bearded Viking. He's doing fucking something similar. He's just using metal shavings, which looks like they came off the lathe and stuffed them in there. I was like, huh, that looks familiar. Somebody stealing ideas?
Did you magic marker that face onto it?
And then I put a clear coat of resin over it so it would stay there forever.
Oh Jesus!
Now this is where I have to agree with Liana. That needs googly eyes.
That does
I was
need
thinking the
googly
same
eyes.
thing. When I was doing this, I was like, oh gosh, Liana's just sent me a package of googly eyes. What I would do right now if I actually had them.
I completely endorse the googly eyeing of that turtle.
This is going to be the only turtle, though.
Don't you have the Gorilla Glue? You just Gorilla Glue the googly eyes on. Forever.
Oh yeah.
I could Gorilla Glue those on there.
Forever.
Yes.
Sparkly V. You missed your own song, dude.
Yeah, you need to go back to the beginning and replay the beginning and then skip over like that 5-minute section where shit wasn't working.
I mean, we could ask Adam Real Nice to do it again, but I don't know if he's got the energy for it, quite frankly. He's got to save some energy for karaoke tonight.
I don't know if I'm doing that.
But maybe
That
if he
one's so sick, Lumi. So sick.
Maybe he can karaoke on his way out if he wants.
You did, Gizzard Stew.
Yep, and he played it live. He didn't play a recording. He played it live.
I did it live because that was the only way.
Those are both awesome, Lumi.
A one-time affair. Gotta watch it on the beginning of the show. Yeah, I don't know if I could play that song on the way out. We might have to do something different on the way out.
Well, I can't play anything now because I'm not pushing the stream anymore because my fucking internet provider.
Well, I
is
mean,
down.
I'll just play something on the acoustic.
Hey, I'm
Oh,
down with
Adam's gonna 2-track it tonight. Oh, snap, son. Maybe. Well, I mean, he's got what, a solid about 25 minutes to think of where he might want to take it.
Oh, I know where I'm going to take it.
Oh, okay. I know exactly where this is going.
You guys
pretty
just don't know what's coming. He says, I'm not even going to lube you up for it. You're just going to take it all.
Yes, Gizzard Stew. It was well. I think it's a classic. Is it a classic by definition? I mean, you got to kind of know who the Violent Femmes are to get into that tune. But I've seen the Violent Femmes live like 6 times, and it's always fucking amazing. They're old as shit now, but they're still out. Yeah.
Generally not into coffee.
I think they just played they just played a show not long ago around here. I think I missed it by like a week. They were playing here in Spokane. I was still over in Lakewood.
Yeah. I don't know the last time I went to a concert. Fuck. That's probably not a good sign.
Definitely not.
I think so. Well, let's see. When was the last one I actually went to? No, I remember the last concert I went to. This is a really bad sign. Was 2011. This is before my dad passed away, and it was a Sublime cover band concert.
Wow.
Huh. You mean like current Sublime?
No.
Right.
It was literally a cover band. It wasn't Sublime with Rome.
Yeah, they played at the local festival a couple of years back, and I was like, wow, this is like a Sublime cover band.
It was literally the epitome of a cover band. It was at the Tilted Kilt in Temecula, California.
Oh, okay.
Really?
They were playing a Tilted Kilt?
Yeah.
Wow. Because Tilted Kilt's like a chain.
Yeah. When I said it was a cover band, it was a fucking cover band.
Okay, I was like...
Not Sublime with Rome. Because at least that I could have went, okay, I did see Sublime, but not
You know what? The one in San Diego, the Tilted Kilt in San Diego had bands. I remember that. The nice thing about the one in San Diego was like completely outdoor. Well, I mean, there was a little bit of indoor seating, but the rest of it was just like a covered patio. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty much the way the one in Temecula was, from what I remember.
Yeah, no, the waitresses running around in their little itsy bitsy kilts.
Yeah, to be quite honest, I didn't give 2 hells about that because at that point I was just there to get drunk and watch the band.
They had pretty good garlic fries. That's all I'll say about Tilted Kilt. Garlic fries. I can't really say much about the rest of it, but not bad on the garlic fries. Good job, guys.
Pretty fucking stoked there. I just saw news for here locally. They're kind of going to get a Dave & Buster's here, which for me, I love the adult playground theme of drinking beers and playing video games.
Dave & Buster's is a lot of fun. Way too expensive, though. Way too expensive.
Yeah, they are pricey.
It's like $5 a fucking game.
Yep.
See, we've got a chain here called 1984, and it's kind of a less kiddie version of Dave & Buster's. Like, it's got all the beer and all the alcohol and all the food, but it's actual OG arcade games. Like, all the classics been rebuilt and refurbished, and it's like an old school arcade with no children allowed, and they serve booze. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, there's a place in Tacoma called Dorky's that's like that. It's fucking awesome.
Nice. Yeah, I love it. It's fucking great.
Yeah. There's one that's about a half an hour south of here. And if I remember correctly, they call it the Quarter Tap.
Nice.
And it's nothing but stand-up arcade games. Yeah. Every one of them costs a quarter. Doesn't matter what they are. And they've got like 50 different fucking beers on tap.
Fucking A.
I'm going. Yeah, that's my kind of place.
Yeah, a lot.
I have not yet found time to get a babysitter in a hotel room down there because there's no way I'm driving 30 minutes to go get fucked up playing video games and then try to drive home.
No.
Or pay the fucking stupid cost of a taxi or a fucking Uber back here. And I really shouldn't say Uber in case fucking Socrates is watching it.
Malaka.
Yellow cab or nothing.
Malaka.
Malaka.
You're gonna get that running comment tomorrow where he's watching the replay,
Right.
and then he's just gonna be like Malaka, and that's gonna be the end of it because
Yep.
you've heard it. You've invoked the U word.
Once that happens, he stops watching.
Stops watching. He won't be back for months.
Malaka,
Oh,
throw
you guys.
a couple of pitchforks, and then he's gone.
Yep.
That's all right. I don't mind if he does that. Socrates is good people.
I remember Dorky's going down there. The best part about it is they had a Mario Kart arcade machine, and that was 25 cents.
Nice.
So you could just get shit faced and just Mario Kart it up with your friends, and it was like 4 racers.
Hell yeah.
So you're sitting there in the little race seat doing Mario Kart. It was fucking awesome.
Nice. Very nice.
Like, who's got the blue shell, asshole? Next thing you know, you're brawling out on the streets of Tacoma.
Oh, you. You know, and that's one of those games where it fucked you every time. The best fucking concept to beat that game, stay in second place until the last lap.
Yeah.
Right before the finish, fucking take the first guy out, and then you're good.
Yep.
I remember panicking because I knew someone had that blue shell, and I'm sitting there, you know, trying to concentrate on the race, but you're trying to look at what your buddies have. You're like,
Yeah. Watch over. Yep.
I know somebody's got it. I know somebody's got this, and I'm doing really well right now, and something really bad's about to happen to me.
Yep.
Who's the cocksucker in last place?
Yep. And he's just like, hey, Fresh, fuck you. Yeah. No, that was the best race I've ever done.
Right, and it's usually preceded. You don't have to worry at the very end because you'd usually hear somebody just chuckle real quietly. It'd be quiet as shit the last 2 seconds of the race, and then somebody's gonna go. You know who the fuck had that blue shell? Because here it comes right for you.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in Afghanistan, in our little cache that we had set up.
Yeah.
We had 4 projectors in this cache. I don't know why we had that many, but we did. We had one in our the talk, or basically the fucking meeting room, we'll call it that, so everybody understands what the talk is. Then there was one back on the back side of the pharmacy. There was one in our inpatient rooms, and there was one in the fucking triage room. So we ran LAN cables throughout. We were playing shit like Mario Kart and like that, just so that way everybody would have their own screens, and you couldn't fucking screen peek.
Nice.
Man, and you would hear somebody from across the other side of the fucking hospital start laughing the second they did some stupid shit like that, and you go, motherfucker.
Here it comes. Yep.
Here it comes. Yep.
You know, we're a bunch of grown-ass fucking men playing fucking Mario Kart in the middle of Afghanistan. It's not like it's a quiet chuckle. They're laughing their asses off. Yep, we know what's going on.
Somebody just got the blue shell. Son
Right.
of a bitch.
That
I missed out on so much happiness and joy.
Of Mario Kart? See, Mario Kart, anybody else here played Bomberman?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's like you think that you're really having a good time. One person's going to have a good time.
I was gonna say somebody always has a real good time. Not
Yeah.
everybody, but somebody does.
Yeah, somebody in the match is going to have a good time. Everybody else is going to be fucking panicking because bad things are going to happen to them.
Panicking and pissed off.
Yep, panicking and upset. I remember throwing controllers at people playing
Yep.
Bomberman and playing Mario Kart.
Yep.
Like, you
Well,
motherfucker.
Same thing with like back in the GoldenEye days.
Oh, yeah.
Because
jeez,
there was always that one asshole who played fucking short round because his hitbox was smaller, and he would come down and crouch to make it even harder to fucking hit you. And you end up throwing the fucking controller at him.
Yeah, GoldenEye and Mario Kart 64 were like the best co-op like fun, against 3 of your friends.
Yeah.
We're all gonna kill each other at the end of the night.
Yeah, so there will be a fist fight.
Like, it's a video game. We all hate each other right now.
The shit that made Monopoly look peaceful.
Yeah.
GoldenEye there was so many fights that broke out over GoldenEye. So many fucking fights where we just drop controllers and start fighting.
Man.
You're fucking screen peeking. Fuck you. How'd you know I was hiding there? You immediately killed me. That was camping before campers knew what camping was. Fuck. Although I will say, one of my friends, his dad was ingenious. They had this huge fucking old projectors, big screen TV, so it had the projection in the back.
Nice.
Just for GoldenEye, because he played with his kids, he created this fucking massive thing where you would independently sit in these different spots and you could only see your screen.
Nice.
Fucking smart.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, no screen peeking in this fucking house.
No shit.
Like, that was before they figured out that they could do just LAN parties with it.
Right.
I remember walking down the hallway in Polk like, Jesus, how many LAN cables are running between rooms here?
Oh.
People having Halo parties.
Hell yeah.
I did that recently.
Had a Halo party?
Yeah, my husband's best friend had a birthday on 420. And that's what everybody did. Everybody brought their own Xbox. Somebody brought one of those huge boards or whatever that you plug in to give everybody their own split screen or whatever. Everybody would bring a TV and an Xbox, and they all came over and hung out and played Halo.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
You'd have them divided up in the upstairs in each guest room.
That was another one that I did while I was in Afghanistan, was the Halo parties.
Yep.
Because they didn't have a LAN network on the post we were on, but I knew a couple of the guys that ran all the cables, the civilian guys, and we talked them into it. So they ran it from the hospital to the infantry guys to the Air Force guys. And at any given point during the day, you could hop on there and there was somebody else playing, waiting in a room for you to come in. It made for a fucking good time and take your mind off everything else that was going on.
Yep.
That's great.
Man,
Stuff like that still happens.
those guys hated
Oh, it
us.
happens.
Those of us who worked in the hospital, all we did was play video games. If we weren't fucking busy, we were playing video games. Oh, we were crushing everybody on that post. And those poor fucking Air Force guys, they're only there on 3-month rotations. So they fucking come in, get their ass handed to them for 3 months, then leave, and we get a new set of fucking meat shields. It's a good time. Good question, guys. Good question. I think the answer to that is because we're not communists. However, I do hear some strange grumblings of things like that possibly happening.
I think we deficited the budget with spray tan.
You fight.
That could be. That very well could be. It makes you wonder, at what point is there a point in your life where you go, okay, I know I can't have the sun anymore because it is a detriment to my health. At what point does spray tanning become a detriment to your health?
I think as soon as it starts.
Yeah, the second you think that you want one.
You
Inhaling,
think you look good orange?
Right.
inhaling the fumes.
Oh, and the other question is, why would you pay to be orange?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you just go to a better spray tan facility where you don't look orange?
I mean, to be fair, though, a guy named Chester said it best. It ain't easy being cheesy.
Yeah.
Chester Cheetah.
Yeah, what the fuck did happen there, man?
They didn't make him CGI or like
He's still around.
3D. Is he like a 3D CG
Yeah,
character?
he's a full-on CG now. He's
I think-
like he's doing commercials for the new Flamin' Hot Cheetos and shit. He's still almost exactly the same as he used to be, only now he's like a 3D rendered character.
I figured. That's good. I like Chester Cheetah. He was cool.
Good
Yeah.
for you,
He had his own Nintendo game.
Right.
Right, I forgot about that. Although, I guess I can't forget they did give Spot his own commercial, the 7-Up Spot.
And his own game.
Yep.
It was actually one of the better Nintendo games, ironically.
Well, I give 7-Up all the credit in the world because they had probably the best commercial ever, and that was the Make 7
Make 7
Up Yours.
Yeah, I fucking love
Oh,
that
yeah.
whole campaign was beautiful.
Oh, dude, those shirts are still around, and every time I see it, I'm like, oh, I so want one.
Yep.
Oh, Larry Slater brought up another one. The Noid from Domino's.
That's true.
There was a video game for the Noid as well.
Yeah,
Sure
there
was.
It was
It
awful.
was terrible too.
It was awful.
Dude, there was so many of those like late 80s, early 90s TV characters that were
They got full pushes.
they were getting full pushes from everything. Although that was in that wonderful age of video games where they're like, okay, we can make a video game out of this. We can make a video game out of that.
Oh Jesus,
Right.
yeah.
Just to sell fucking copies. And most of them were fucking garbage.
Yeah. Kids these days just don't understand.
Oh, he says the 56K modem. Oh.
I remember the 56K modems.
I remember when the 56K was the big upgrade because the 28.8 made it
Hell yeah,
popular early
Church.
on.
I just busted this book out.
Nice.
Nice, the Doom Hackers Guide.
Circa 1995 probably.
Yeah,
Telling you which walls to run across so you can find the hidden
This was
door.
how to make your own levels and hack the game and make it cool.
nice.
Which actually is like has come back in the last like 5 years. The whole hacking Doom, like it's like there's like the forums are like alive with people because the people are back into retro
Modified
gaming again.
Skyrim.
So everyone's modifying old school games
Yep.
again. I think that Mario Maker had a lot to do with it. That's a fucking cool game.
Yeah.
Mario
it is.
Maker's awesome.
It's neat shit.
Yeah,
that,
that's something I
that
always wanted to do was make a Mario level.
when I watch some of those, if anybody's ever YouTubed that stuff, my son loves watching the Mario Maker stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm watching some of these guys who they're professional gamers that are doing that. I'm looking at that going, that would result in a broken TV, a broken controller, possibly me setting my house on fire. Yeah, I'm not playing that fucking game. Fuck you guys. Like, I can beat old school Mario games. I can beat up through the Wii. After that, y'all doing that crazy shit, I'm out. Count me out.
People
I
get
remember when they dropped the lost levels. I was like,
Right.
Oh, yeah.
how hard can it be?
Yeah, right. Like I owned all the fucking Marios. I could decimate most of those games, and then the Lost Levels came out. And you're like, oh, cool, more shit to just brush up on. In 3 minutes, and you're like, what the fuck happened?
literally why they never released it here originally as Mario 2 because it was way too hard.
Oh, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
They didn't want to like shock the shit out of the Americans. Like, what the
I
hell?
still
happened to Mario?
had fun. I still had fun with that, but there were some panic-inducing moments in that fucking game where you just
That may have been one of the ones that started the whole controller breaking scenarios where you're just
Yeah.
fucking smack, you got the cord in your hand and you're just beating it across the fucking table. Zelda and Final Fantasy. That was
Fantasy is the best.
Yeah.
Still the best. Still the. I mean, we haven't really talked about it on any of the channels, but that Final Fantasy VII remake looks pretty fucking good.
Fuck yes, it does. That, shit looks beautiful.
that was by far one of the best Final Fantasies that has been out, bar none. Period.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yep.
It was, and the best part of it is for like a quarter of the game you can't even play as the main character. It's great.
Yeah.
He's in a fucking coma. So,
Yeah, it really forced you to understand the importance of role playing in
Yeah.
RPGs like that.
yeah. Then you lose another one of your main characters like a quarter of the way into the game.
Right.
So you're like, I just invested so much time. Do I get that armor back?
Right.
I can sell that.
Right.
Nope.
Yeah, that was so fucking hard. Fuck.
I mean, the plus side is if you replay it, then you know what to do. But
True.
You're like, yeah, fuck that guy. He's gonna die anyways.
Right. Yeah, let that motherfucker walk around naked. Fuck him.
But yeah.
That's my son's other newest addiction: Plants vs Zombies. Jesus Christ.
Plants vs Zombies is fun.
That's a good time killer, man. It really is.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good time killer, except for now he saw the, what is it called? Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 or some shit.
Yep.
Dad, can we get that? No, because I don't have a fucking Xbox One. I'm not going to buy an Xbox One so you can play one fucking game. No.
You can find more.
And he goes, well, Dad, can you put it on your pooter? No, I can't put it on my pooter because I don't have a fucking pooter.
From the mouths of babes.
Then the missus, no, he means your computer. I know what the fuck you meant. I'm telling him no, because I'm not putting his games on my computer. Because I know what he does. He just randomly clicks on shit, whether it's yes or no. And there may or may not be a card saved to my computer at some point where he fucking purchases $1,000 worth of shit, and I'm going, where the fuck did this bill come from?
Right.
So you got to get the child account. It has like no admin privileges at all to do anything.
Well, he doesn't have admin privileges at all because it's not his fucking computer, so he's not having any access to the computer.
That's right.
I might be one of those parents. Dude, you want your own shit? I will let you fuck your own shit up, but you are not going to fuck mine up.
Yep. We'll get you a summer job. You'll do some chores, save you up some money. We'll get you your own shit. And then when you break it, you will understand that you broke your shit while I'm playing on mine.
That's right. And that's the goal eventually. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'll pull the Wii out. We'll sit there and we'll play Mario together. I enjoy that shit. When he's ready to start doing the computer game shit, okay, dude, I will play with you, but you're going to have your own. So if you add some shit to it you're not supposed to, and it fucks your shit up, not my fault.
That's right. Got to learn them.
So if I got to wipe your shit, it's your own fault, goddammit.
You should, I mean, when it's time for him to learn life lessons, you should play Final Fantasy VII with him, and do not let him look at spoilers. It's time for you to learn, son.
Teach you about loss.
Really I'm going to teach you about life and loss real quick.
It's the predecessor to getting him into Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I was about to say, or you could just go to the upgraded version if he's old enough and then be like, we're going to teach you about titties, dragons, love, loss.
Titties and dragons.
Failure.
Titties and dragons.
Titties,
Right.
more titties, butts, couple vaginas.
Yeah, I'm sure the missus is going to appreciate that one when that happens. What the fuck are you watching with it? Don't worry about it. You sit down when you pee. You have no words here. Okay. Now bringing that to light, I do have to mention this because this is funny as fuck lately. He's got into this new weird kick where the whole boy-girl thing. Boys have penises, girls don't. Lately, he's been running into the bathroom while the missus is in there. Mom, where's your wiener?
That's an adorable and hilarious phase of little boys growing up.
It is. It's all little kids at that age.
Yep.
If you got a little girl, I'm sure it's where's your vagina.
Right.
So for little boys, where's your wiener? And I'm trying to explain to him in the most kid-friendly way that boys have external plumbing, girls have internal. And I'm going, I don't even know how to fucking explain this to you, but other than, no, mom doesn't have a wiener. It doesn't work that way, dude. If mom had a wiener, you wouldn't be here.
Show him plugging in a cell phone charger.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll get me slapped by the missus.
TJ,
This is what your mom has. This is what I have. But don't you plug that into that? No.
TJ doing a live stream. All of a sudden, there's just a roundhouse.
Right.
Oh,
Mrs.
Get the
TJ sits down and covers the rest of the show.
I'm not getting a book for this. I can tell you. Look, when he's old enough, I'm just gonna give him the straight scientific version of it because that's I would much rather him understand the science side of it and the anatomy and physiology portion of it as a general basis, rather than having to ask questions. In fact, the kid's probably going to know about this shit long before he gets to any health class that's going to teach him that.
Yeah.
Although to be fair, go ahead.
I was gonna say they didn't teach it. They didn't like we got little itsy bitsy lectures, just kind of here and there, but like the actual sit down in a health class and get scientific about the shit wasn't until like fucking end of middle school.
See, I'm playing devil's advocate on the other side of that one. I would be interested to see what happened with the whole cell phone charger explanation. If nothing else, then so we could get a live version of the bottle cap challenge where Mrs. TJ steps through the window and we just see a roundhouse kick and then TJ's hat spins off the top of his fucking head.
Yeah.
You see.
Right? Take that, Max Holloway.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is, I don't think I'm gonna do it with any morals with him. I'm just gonna say, you know what, fuck it. Here's the deal, dude. Once you're old enough to understand, feel free. There's certain questions I'm not gonna answer at whatever age we decide to do this at.
Right.
A little bit older, I'll answer those, but right now, no. All he needs to know is innie and outie. That's it.
Right.
Now, I'm not gonna get into him with the thing of how someone identifies themselves, because that's a whole different fucking ball of wax that he's not going to understand at 4 years old.
Yeah, you don't have to teach a kid rocket science to show him how to play pool.
No, that's it.
Give him the basics, let him walk his way through life. He'll learn it as he gets into that phase of his life.
That's it. And at this point, too young to fucking understand all that shit anyways. All he needs to know is that has an innie, that has an outie. You can tell because you can look at the plumbing. Now, once you're a little bit older, you probably shouldn't be looking at the plumbing so you don't get slapped or punched in the throat.
Where's your wiener? Walking around lifting up everybody's dresses. Where's your wiener?
I mean, it's funny when it's Dragon Ball. It's not as funny when it's a real little kid.
Yeah. Oh, that shit cracked me up. I think I was probably like 30 the first time I watched that, and I was laughing. I was laughing like I'm sure every 10-year-old that watched it in Japan did.
Right.
Back in the early 80s.
Yep.
Oh, that's fucking fantastic. Holy shit.
Lumi's never seen Dragon Ball, apparently.
I don't know if we can be friends anymore.
You know, here's a better list that we could make. Things that Lumi has seen.
I have played a Dragon Ball Z game on a Wii for a very brief moment before I broke the ex-boyfriend's big screen TV because he said I didn't need the wrist wrap for the Wii controller. Whoever mounted that TV to the wall needs to be fired. Because I was doing that little swirly thing where you have to swirl it really fast and you gotta chuck it. Boom! Controller right out of my hands. TV, flap right onto the Wii. Screen shattered. Wii broken. I just sat there like, you told me I didn't need the arm straps.
It's not safe. Obviously.
No. Oh, shit.
I didn't get in trouble either because I wasn't told to wear the arm straps because he didn't want to put them on his controllers. So his mom actually yelled at him.
Well put, Swag. Well put.
There was way more deep issues with that child than the TV thing.
Well, being as we're to the point of breaking TVs and Wii's and chucking controllers because we don't know how to keep our hands on them, it's probably a time for us to get our hands wrapped around this and get the fuck out of Dodge. Oh, who would like to go first on their way out?
I'm Fresh03. You can find me Fridays and Saturdays and Tuesdays on my channel. Saturday and Tuesday we do DIY. We just had a big 6-hour mixathon, so I have no idea what I'm mixing this weekend. I haven't even put a thought into it. I will be doing a show Friday unless something comes up. The little show stealer has decided to start sharpening her claws over here. Oh, here she comes. Here comes the show stealer, everybody. She's ready. She's ready for her moment. She knew it was her time.
Yep.
She knew what time it was. It's me time. It's me.
Worship me, human. Worship me.
Yes, everybody. So yes, the show stealer's back. Padme. She will be on all the streams, apparently. All the streams forever. So, yeah. Remember, everybody, be beautiful to each other. Educate, advocate, be good for this community. Adopt, don't shop. I'm throwing it to Lumi.
I have adopt a homeless pet. Give them a chance at life. Oh, how cute. How cute. I totally stole this from Mr. Lumi. Since you guys are all doing so well at buying vaping swag and keeping my shirts hostage. You could find me in these places. Doing streaming stuff, posting pictures and whatnots, posting braids. Other people posting pictures of my braids, giving you some helpful tips on maybe what braid you might want. Larry, I'm looking at you. Thank you very much. Larry has been so kind to post pictures of the braids and talk about the ohms and everything. That's cool. That's cool. So, yeah. Head over to Discord if you want to see braids and ohms and prices and all that fun stuff. Thanks for having me. Pillar cheeks.
Pillar of cheeks.
That's it. So yeah, join the group. I put the link in chat. That's all I want to say, because I want more people to vote for songs. It was not bad this week, but a little slim pickings. And let's get the weirdness and the funky tunes going again, because it's fun and I like more variety and selection. Although today's song I really enjoyed playing for you guys. Although I'm not going to do it again. I have something else. But yeah, join the group and join us on DTF's new time, Saturday nights. I can't remember exactly what time, but I know it's like 8 or 9 p.m. It's going to be like late night mixing, and it's going to be not themed necessarily, and it's going to be more a little bit more laid back. I probably won't be making it every week now because it's on Saturday nights and I play shows a lot of times, but I'll be there when I can, and it's going to be a blast, I think. So yeah, check all that shit out. Busy Pants Desk.
You just pissed Lumi off. You took away her mojo there. Suck it up, Buttercup.
No, that was I was excited that you called you Pissy Desk.
I'm never before TJ. I never get to say it.
On that note, first and foremost, thanks everybody for coming out. It is a wonderful Wednesday, especially because for somebody like myself where I don't have to work for the next 4 days. It's exciting. Anyhow, to start with here, next week I will make sure that I have chosen a topic for Advocacy this week. I just don't know what the fuck got a hold of me. I just didn't do it. So we got something different instead, followed by some technical difficulties. On that note, go support those who support us. Go over to thepinkpussylist.com. Anyone who is listed on that website, you're going to get a discount from, and know that they do support advocacy within the community and do things behind the scenes that you may not see, but they are indeed doing that. Because you know what? Sometimes it's not the people that you see doing it, it's the people that you don't see that are doing that make a huge difference. So least we can do is support those that are supporting us. That includes Vaping Swag. That includes eLiquid, Coil Vapes, fucking LucidRDA.com, Stan over there.
Big shout out to Stan. Big shout out to Stan for what he pulled this weekend. It's amazing. Uh-oh. All right, we're back.
Oh, did we go in and out again?
Yep.
Well, we're in and out.
Yeah, just briefly. We're good.
Oh. The only other thing I'm gonna say is, as always, educate, advocate, not for yourselves, not for any of us that are on this panel here, but for those that come behind us because they have not made the switch from this thing. Case we need to keep that alive for them. Also, have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday evening or Thursday, depending on where you are in the world. If you're in the United States, have a safe Independence Day. Or if you're going to light off fireworks, try not to do it drunk and do it in a safe area. Just and you know what? I know the drunk thing's gonna happen. Just do it safely. Period. Just be thoughtful about what you're doing. Remember, not everyone around you or the animals around you are accustomed to this type of thing. So do it with a bit of caution and try to be a little bit delicate when you can be. I get it. 4th of July, that's one of those ones where a lot of people expect it. However, there are still some people that, you knowing it's coming, not good for them. So just be nice to people as much as you possibly can. Try to look out for your fellow human beings, I guess is what I'm saying, and furry creatures that they father and mother. On that note, go ahead and send it on over to the one, the only, the Meter Vapes.
So, firstly, thank you, TJ, for having a show every Wednesday that weirdos like myself and my fellow panel members here can count on to help try and put our brains back to some semblance of normalcy. And thank you to everyone who comes out every week. You guys are the reason we get to do this. We would otherwise just be sitting around by ourselves. We wouldn't have any interaction. So thank you to everyone that comes along. I am the Meter Vapes. You can find me here on YouTube. I actually do vape reviews, and I'm getting back into that now that I've gotten most of my technical issues resolved. You can also find me on YouTube. I'm quite active over there. You can also find me on my other channel that I do with TJ and some of the other folks. I have an MMA channel. It's not just MMA, but it's primarily MMA. We talk about all things fighting, Bellator, UFC, 1FC, BKFC. If it has to do with combat sports, we're breaking it down. We're giving our opinions on it. They might not always be right. They're generally kind of crazy, but it's a fun time for everybody to be had. That is called I'm No Joe. All one word. It's easy to find. We will have some sort of an episode up this weekend for the UFC 239. But the other thing about that channel that folks might not know, because that's kind of a new and up-and-coming channel, there's also a show I do on that channel called TMI, The Meter Incident, where I sit down one-on-one with folks from the vape community, and not just from the vape community, that's just where I'm starting here, to kind of give everybody a little more deep dive into the people who make this community what it is, the people that I find interesting, that I feel that the world needs to know more about. We're getting ready to do another episode here coming up pretty shortly here. So if you're into MMA, if you're into learning a little bit more about the people that make this community so fucking great, hop on over, check us out. I would really appreciate a subscribe, a share, a like, a thumbs up, anything you can do to help get us a little bit more traction on that one. That set aside, the reason that I close out this show more often than not is because I have a message that I can convey to the people here. We don't have a big action going on per se in the vape world, but we do have a big issue that needs to be addressed. And we talked about it a little bit earlier. It's Scott fucking Gottlieb. Some of us smelled something fishy from this motherfucker from the get-go. Some of us didn't. But regardless of what your position initially was, we know where he stands now. We know what he's up to now. And the problem is, if nobody does anything, and if nobody says anything, this fucking weasel is going to throw every one of us under the bus, and he's going to make it that much harder for us to help people get off of fucking cigarettes. And that's the reason that we're all here right now. That's the reason that you are watching this right now, is because we got information and an option to change our lives and get off of cigarettes. And if we don't stay diligent and keep our eyes focused, keep our voices clear, assholes like Scott Gottlieb will run this whole thing into the fucking ground, and I will not let that happen. I ask everyone who sees this, do something. You don't have to do everything, but you have to do something. If everyone does something, they'll never be able to stop it. So everybody just do a little something. We have to band together, or we will all be banned together.
Or we will have cats thrown all over.
That was almost a catastrophe.
She was heading for the keyboard.
Muzak, Muzak, Muzak.
Step
Try to
ahead.
put your mic closer to your mouth for this one.
Hey. All right, so I'm gonna do right quick here the fun version of this song. So here we go. I wanna see land on a portion little prairie landfill. I wanna leave it again. One bizarre hand on a beach, the little says, Mona saying, I wanna leave it. On a wheel, on a wizard, on a way, yeah. Anna Nicole's mama said that I won't wanna see Anna Nicole fall again. And the wizard on a lever gun. I know, I don't want to wail in a box so bad. Can you see dams out on the porch? Potato wave, I see dams. Brown runway, yeah. And I know, I don't want to see. Make me cries. Actually, need to advance the lyrics. Give me 1 second. I see. Oh, I don't know why this suntan nails on a common lonely way. I said, I don't know where there's a box so bad. Can you see dams? I know poor boys, potato away. I don't want to stay. I don't want to slay. Here, Slayer. I don't know all the words. Yeah.
This is the point where everybody should be throwing their panties at their computer.
I know, right? Fucking spectacular.
So ridiculous.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Bravo, sir. Bravo.
I don't want to leave Bennigan's either.
Well done, my friend. Well done.
Thank you.
The best part is what the crowd saw is it actually froze on when you said potato wave.
Yeah,
Nice.
your hand was like this.
They thought that was the end.
That's amazing.
So if they left right there, they left on a high note.
Yeah.
Fantastic, sir. All right,
Ain't gonna get that on a Nick Divine live stream.
I'll stop putting that. I get the message. I'll stop putting that song in your group.
I figured since it was the runner-up and I got the acoustic, and I might as well give it a shot. Those are weird. Those lyrics are so weird.
It's so funny.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Masturbate.